When we hear Toronto, what's the first word that comes to our minds? Is it maybe the rapper Drake? No, it's actually multiculturalism. Well, we want to find out what makes Toronto such a multicultural place and such a diverse society. So let's go find out. What is multiculturalism to you?
Right. Multiculturalism to me means a lot of different backgrounds and cultures coming together as one and living together under like one identity.
Multiculturalism to me is seeing all the different cultures around the school every day.
Seeing different faces of different ethnicities every single day in my school, on the bus, or anywhere.
For me, it's when many different cultures in one place are able to accept each other.
I think that multiculturalism, especially in Toronto, means just having schools where nobody's set in different areas, where like you can do things with people of other cultures and you can just learn to adapt.
Multiculturalism to me means a bunch of different people from different backgrounds and places all over the world coming together into a certain place and each bringing something unique and good that can help better each other's culture and understanding of what the world is.
What is multiculturalism to you?
To me, it's just acceptance of cultures in general.
Multiculturalism in Toronto especially is having those special areas where different cultures live in.
Multiculturalism is also being open-minded enough to accept other cultures and not only your own.
Especially at York Mills, we have events like Multi, which really promotes eating others' foods and learning their dances and cultures. And yeah.
And they don't go after each other's differences, rather they collectively join and embrace their differences, the differences between them.
Like if you go to downtown Toronto, it's not just one culture, it's everybody from different backgrounds and everybody like appreciating each other's cultures and like enjoying it.
Seeing their different costumes during different cultural events, like the Chinese New Year.
What makes Toronto a multicultural place?
What makes Toronto a multicultural place for me is all the little different areas that represent different cultures, such as Chinatown, Little India, J-Town, and the Danforth. A lot of other cities don't actually have all these places that you can visit, but Toronto has all these different places that you can experience a wide array of customs and cultures.
What is multiculturalism to you?
Multiculturalism is essentially seeing new faces. When you go to a new country, you see the same people with same ethnicities, same backgrounds, same cultures. But when you come to Toronto, you see different people. People with different identities, personalities, and ethnicities. And that's what makes Toronto great. It's multiculturalism.
So now we're going to look for restaurants with some different cultural themes.
Alright, so behind me we have Daraband Restaurant. It's a Persian restaurant that me and my family visit very often. We sometimes take our family friends there occasionally so they can try the different Persian delicacies and foods.
Behind me is one of the many Korean supermarkets in Toronto. Here you can find a variety of Korean delicacies and snacks, adding to Toronto's multiculturalism. Let's go take a look inside.
Alright, so we're here at Jimmy the Greek and we're going to order some Greek food that exemplifies our culture. I come here very often with my family, and this is because their food tastes great. I believe that when a cultural restaurant enters a multicultural city, they're responsible for showcasing their culture to capture the attention of a group. And I think they do this really well. The fact that I'm not even Greek, and the fact that they're able to keep me a loyal customer, shows that they're truly doing something right. For instance, this is the traditional Greek dish containing souvlaki and tzatziki sauce.
Now that we have visited a wide variety of ethnic food locations, let's take a look at the multicultural areas that promote diversity in Toronto. The Gerrard India Bazaar is the largest marketing place of South Asian goods and services in North America. with over 100 shops and restaurants which represent regional diversities of South Asian culture, food, music, and products. This slice of the Indian subcontinent offers a wide selection of services, products exhibited in an exotic display of sights, sounds, tastes, and smells. The variety of merchandise available here helps South Asians maintain ancient cultural and religious traditions and keep in touch with contemporary lifestyle of the subcontinent. Now, I'm going to show you a quick map of where the Gerard India Bazaar is. So it's on Gerard Street East, and everything that is highlighted by this black box is what is represented by the Indian Bazaar. As you can see, it's wide and narrow, which helps a lot of people navigate their ways through this bazaar. So over here we have the well-known Greek festival webpage known as the Taste of Danforth. The celebration began as a Hellenic cuisine and culture, but has grown to become a celebration of both its Greek heritage and the multicultural nature of the city of Toronto. Even though many of the events, programs, and foods are of the Greek culture, the festival's audience has a much wider spectrum of Toronto's community. All sorts of ethnicities come down to the Danforth to experience themselves to a new culture. The festival always has over 1.5 million visitors each year to experience the Greek culture. This is a quick overview of where the Danforth comes from right here. As you can see, the red box represents all of what the Taste of Danforth is consisted of. All around here there's Greek restaurants, Greek pastries, and Greek folk dances. So come on down, it's a great time. Toronto's Chinatown is a very interesting place to visit for all kinds of backgrounds. There are different shops, restaurants, activities, and historic monuments. Chinatown has a very chill and relaxed atmosphere, allowing anyone to have a relaxing time. The whole point in Chinatown is for people to experience China's culture in a variety of different ways, such as going to their finest restaurants. Many different ethnic backgrounds visit Chinatown, allowing for a great multicultural blend in the area. On this map, again, everything in the red box represents what Chinatown is composed of. As you can see, it runs along the Spadina Avenue in a straight, narrow line, allowing for a nice and easygoing stroll through Chinatown. So in conclusion, having all this said, we can determine that Toronto is indeed a multicultural place. There you see new faces, new backgrounds, new cultures everywhere you go.
Toronto could be great because of its crime rate or its education system, but what makes Toronto truly unique is its society, what it's composed of. And Toronto society brings in a wide variety of people, and they all bring something different to the table. And when a table is different and diverse, that makes it better.
You can tell from the content displayed, Toronto truly is a multicultural and diverse environment. This is what separates Toronto from all the other cities and countries across the world. Sure, Toronto has a great crime rate and its hospitality is free, but what truly separates Toronto is its multiculturalism. There are many factors which influence its multiculturalism, but there are only three major factors. This includes its area, the people, and the food. This is what separates Toronto from all the other cities and countries in the world, and it's what makes it thrive. Now, the areas. Toronto has a wide variety of areas, all devoted to tributing different cultures, cuisines, and ethnics. We visited 3 of these areas. This included the Danforth, Chinatown, and the Gerard Indian Bazaar. And all 3 of them tributed their cultures and their ethnics very, very well. And this is what makes Toronto great, the fact that they celebrate and value all cultures equally. And finally, Toronto's food. So Toronto has a wide variety of ethnics and cultures in its city, which is why we have an abundance of food from different cultures, and these all represent different things. This is what makes Toronto great. The fact that its diversity goes from simply having a person or different people around, and it extends all the way to the food. And this just shows how much diversity is valued in Toronto. So the 3 places we went to included Darband Restaurant, a Korean supermarket, and the Galleria. They all tributed and represented different cultures, and they all valued different things, which is what makes Toronto exciting, its diversity. So the people in Toronto, we took a select few from York Mills Collegiate Institute, and as you could tell, they were all different. They had different ethnicities, different backgrounds, and different cultures. They all believed and valued different things, and that's what makes Toronto different.